You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. Our source today, the lawyer, former Bucor Deputy Security Officer Ricardo Zulueta, Attorney Lauro Gacayan. Attorney, magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Magandang umaga, Pinky. Thank you for having me in your program.
Opo. Salamat din po sa inyong oras. Attorney, first of all, nasan ho si Ricardo Zulueta at bakit ngayon lang ho siya o kayo lumabas?
No, he was in my office last Tuesday. Last Monday night, he called me and asking for an appointment. And then I told him I am ready to meet him 12 noon of Tuesday, and at exactly 12 noon last Tuesday, he was at my law office in Baguio City, Pinky.
Opo. At ano po nangyari nung nagkita kayo? Kasi matagal-tagal na rin po siyang hinahanap, hindi ho ba?
No, he appeared before me and engaged my services. He said he wants to show to the whole world that he's not abroad, he's not in hiding, he's not dead. Now, he's not in hiding, and there was no reason for him to be appearing in public places because according to him, he has not received a formal copy of the complaint against him. What was received at his residence was only a subpoena to appear before the DOJ, but there is no reason for him to appear if he was not provided a copy of the affidavit complaint for him to answer.
Sandali po, attorney, linawin po natin, no? So, nagkaroon na po ng dalawang hearing, ano po, regarding the murder, and the masterminds, they are alleging that the masterminds are General Bantag and your client, si Ricardo Zulueta. So nakatanggap
Yes.
po siya ng sabina. Alin po? Kasi hindi ho ba merong dapat sabina para po mag-appear siya doon sa first and second hearing?
Yes, dapat yung subpoena must be accompanied with the affidavit complaint so that he knows what is being charged of. So it will be useless for him to be appearing without any affidavit complaint having received so that he will be able to answer this one. So the truth is he does not know what to answer because he was not furnished a copy of the affidavit complaint and the affidavit of witnesses against him. Only a one-page subpoena was received at his residence.
Wala pong naka-attach, kumbaga, yun ang sinasabi niyo, one page lamang para magpakita, pero hindi po nakalagay doon what he's being charged of, formally.
Yes, that's why the first thing I told him was to secure a copy of the affidavit complaint from his correspondence, and he was able to give me the other day. So that was the only time that he was aware of the specifics of the complaints, who are the complainants, who are the witnesses, and I told him to give me his comments for every allegation stated in the affidavit complaint as well as the affidavits of witnesses.
So nakuha po niya yung laman nung charge laban sa kanya mula kay General Bantag? Sabi niyo po nakuha niya sa kanyang co-accused.
So I requested Attorney Balisong, since he's a very good friend of mine, my student, the College of Law, to furnish me a copy of the affidavit complaint, the entire record against Colonel Zulueta and General Bantag, and he was able to furnish me one.
I see. Okay, and so where is Ricardo Zulueta?
He was here in Baguio City. In fact, he was even personally interviewed by the other TV station last Saturday in my law office in Baguio. He is not in hiding.
Yes, that's right,
He said
sir.
he was going to different places, Manila, Baguio, visiting his relatives in Pangasinan. He was not in hiding, but there is no reason for him also to be at the malls or other public places considering the security concerns that he told me.
Why? Are there threats to his life?
He showed to me numerous texts, one of which was saying, hindi ka naabutan ng Christmas, Colonel Zulueta, and others.
Okay. So, pag-usapan po natin, Attorney, if you can, the defense or just what is his participation or non-participation in this case? Because what it appears is that dalawa po yung mastermind as mentioned a while ago, di ho ba? Si General Bantag at siya. Ang connection po ng inyong kliyente is supposed to be he was the one who ordered the commanders, the first one actually from Iwahig, to the commanders in NBP to carry out the murder of Percy Lapid. What does he say about this?
My client is very clear on this. Sabi niya, the allegations are all baseless and this is the handiwork of drug lords who are so angry at him and General Bantag because they removed their undeserved privileges from the time they took over at Bucor.
And what is the connection of Percy Lapid, sir?
Also, he denied any participation in this, the killing of Percy Lapid.
But if you were saying that ikinagagalit po, the drug lords are mad at him and General Bantag, what is the connection to kill Percy Lapid? What did he say, sir?
No, insofar as the act of linking him, then according to him, these drug lords are doing everything in order to destroy him and General Bantag. Insofar as the Percy Lapid case, he said that is baseless. And I have gone over the records and I believe that the evidence there are all hearsay and admissible in court, Pinky.
Opo. Attorney, were there efforts, did Mr. Zulueta try to reach out to the family of Percy Mabasa? I'm sorry, to the brother, rather, Roy, and somehow give his side of the story? Was there any effort at all?
He never mentioned to me that aspect, Pinky.
Opo. So, does he plan to do that or hindi na po kinakailangan kasi meron na pong nagsampa na po ng reklamo?
Of course, he will not do that. We'll submit the counter affidavit first, Pinky.
Opo. When do you plan to submit the counter affidavit?
We are waiting for the resolution of the DOJ panel of investigators about the pending motion for inhibition. Why? Because we do not know where to submit the counter affidavit. Shall it be with the DOJ or to the Ombudsman if the DOJ will inhibit from handling this case?
Right. Are you ready with a counter affidavit though?
We are preparing. That's why after he was able to secure a copy of the complete complaints, affidavits of witnesses last Wednesday, I told him to write his comments in every allegations there so that we can finalize his counter affidavit.
Attorney, we're running out of time. Last question. Does the camp of Ricardo Zulueta also want the panel of prosecutors to inhibit the DOJ to inhibit from this case and move it to possibly the Office of the Ombudsman?
We adopt the motion for inhibition filed by General Bantag, Pinky.
So you support it?
Yes, because we believe we are entitled to the cold neutrality of an impartial tribunal. That was the decision of the Supreme Court in a long line of decision with the pronouncements of the Secretary of DOJ like mag-surrender ka na kasi you have to face the case in court. That is a very clear case of prejudgment and we do not believe that we will be able to obtain a fair proceedings before the panel of prosecutors appointed by the DOJ Secretary.
Lawyer, a former Bucor Deputy Officer, Security Officer Ricardo Zulueta, Attorney Lauro Gacayan. Attorney, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras.
Thank you, Pinky. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.